Hey everybody, this is Hope, Mama Eagle, coming to you from the Eagle's Nest. I'm the founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Ancestral Reiki. Um, that just came through. Shamanic ancestral mediation, and had really interesting day today. I was talking with a Cherokee buddy of mine the other day, and I was just remembering what I call my past life, I guess, working with elders in the American Indian movement and um, my grandma White Feather passing the memories that she had of being on the Rosebud, helping to raise Leonard Peltier, passing the vision for me to pass to Mahasani so that we could help the same way that we freed a younger Marine. And, my buddy was asking me, he says, I see you doing videos and lives on Twin Flames and all this other stuff. He's like, why don't you do something on that? And I said, well, I've tried. I said, when you've spent the past 19 years trying to get people who claim to respect Wallace Black Elk and Floyd Westerman and Fern Mathias and all of these elders that they've only heard of in legend or what have you, and you worked with one on one, and people that called you directly, to thank you for dropping everything to help them, or Fern calling me thanking me for saving Floyd's life, and Floyd calling me thanking me for saving Fern's life, um, just to have a bunch of wannabe pipsqueaks, who have no idea what I did to help, or I haven't seen the scars I have the way those guys did, and um, just questioning grandma's vision, telling me that grandpa was a fool, telling me that I'm a fool for believing her vision, and these are people that have no idea that Harvey Arden personally called me and thanked me for the song that I wrote to help our brother, that he actually personally got to him and had him in tears because he knows that grandma entrusted the key that is going to um, free everybody, you know? And for me to be working with veterans and elders that, they hear the vision, and they hear me talking and they cry because they know how easy this is going to be, and to know people that are what I call, I don't know, AIM members after the fact, um, that don't make any sense to me because I just remember the way things used to be. I mean, I sit there and I keep that picture of Fern up on my wall because it reminds me that, this is all real. It reminds me that working with Scotty and sitting there in Denny's way back when, and Grandpa Wallace is sitting there cracking jokes and then got really serious and asked me to step up as peace advisor in his footsteps. Told me not to lose track of Scotty, doing my best to keep in touch with him, and knowing people now that call themselves, warriors and elders and what have you, kowtowing to these misogynistic idiots that murdered sacred buffalo to try and keep women quiet, and these elders have, walk around with cell phones. They have 400 numbers in that phone. And you can tell me that not one of those 400 numbers would connect me to Scotty to be able to free our brother. I mean, that's a bunch of buffalo diarrhea if I've ever heard any of it, And here, I mean, my daughter and I are struggling and suffering, trying to do the best we can just to honor this vision that is so easy. Get a hold of Scotty, pass the key, Scotty passes it to whoever he trusts, and boom, we unlock the cage. That's all there is to it. You know, I'm sitting here, you know, trusting people that claim to respect Grandma and Grandpa Floyd and Fern, and they're laughing, or they can't even be bothered to do the right thing. I hear these people, oh yeah, I'm AIM, I'm this, I'm that, I'm blah 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 blah, but Grandma, Grandpa Floyd and Fern, they didn't just talk about picking up the phone and helping people. They actually did it. They did it when they were tired. They did it when they were scared. They did it when they didn't even know how the hell it was going to happen, because they knew that it was the right thing to do. And they called on me because they knew that whatever the heck was passing through me wasn't coming from me. It was, messages or medicine or whatever you want to call it that, Tinkashla was passing to be able to help people. The same way it freed the younger Marine, the same way that it could be freeing our brother now, the same way that it connected me with someone that has an 80% success rate on clemency, as a bunch of these, Mr. and Mrs. Smiths that are watching my page just, pooped in their diapers. And I mean, we've just been busting our ass. And despite all this misogynistic crap, my Winona and I were able to fly to an eagle's nest, which I know we were gifted in order to protect Mahasani and his Hoaxilla, but it doesn't do me any bit of good unless I'm able to connect with Scotty. And, all these people that I don't even know how to explain it. They hear the song that I wrote, or they hear the dream, or whatever, or they see my scars, and they know that I'm telling the truth. They cry. They're like, how can people that claim to respect your grandma and your grandpa and this Marine and everybody else just sit there and fluff their feathers and twiddle their thumbs? I had a dream today that 100 people showed up from a tribe I didn't even know, out of Washington, because they heard that I was able to reverse all this hojy pojy stuff. Floyd used to call me the healing hands woman. I'm not supposed to be wasting time with bougie whatever. I'm supposed to be doing what I was trained to do as a medicine dreamer, to be able to help before it's too late. And all these people that think that they got things under control because some misogynistic yo-yo lied to them about that too, they have no idea what's coming. And when I sit there and I think about our brother suffering where he's at now, I don't imagine it. I can smell where he's at. I can feel where he's at. I can feel Mahasani's suffering. I can feel our brother's suffering. I can feel Scotty's suffering, because even Scotty knows the difference between before and after these elders went home. And I'm sure there's other elders out there, like I worked with Chief Grass and a whole bunch of other integral people that didn't just sit there and dream about what needed to be done. They got up off their own zeke and they did the right thing. I'm sure there's other people out there. I'm sure right now my Blackfoot brother saw my message and was like, oh wow, she didn't even know what that tribe was. Hey, I know somebody that's connected to that. And I know that Grandpa, Grandma Floyd, and Fern have descendants out there that maybe you guys haven't met me directly, but you guys know energy. You know that your relatives wouldn't have trusted me if it wasn't important. I've seen visions of Scotty coming to where we are now, beyond all this other misogynistic hojy pojy, and being able to get a hold of Mahasani, being able to help me step up, and being able to get our brother home safe and sound where he's always belonged before it's too late, for the highest good of Mother Earth and all her children. So whoever you are and whatever you're able to do to help, do it, please. Because I just got through trying to post a job that got flagged. I just got through trying to sell what belongings I have left to be able to feed Winona and I, that got flagged. So you guys know this is Tinkashla's way of saying, hey, this is not a game. I helped your ancestors. I helped your relatives. We need your help now. And I know that you're going to be able to see this and you're going to be able to help. So thank you in advance.